What's up, everybody? Welcome to Offended and Unfriended React.
And the podcast.
And yeah.
We are a podcast.
Well, we are a podcast. Make sure you watch the damn podcast, damn it. Damn it. This one is Tom Segura. It talks about Steven Seagal. It's one of my favorite things. I've seen this once.
I love Steven Seagal.
But this is hilarious. And
I did for a long time. He was a badass.
Then you're going to love this.
Except for the poorly casted Jamaicans in
Oh, come on.
that movie.
One of my favorite ones. I think, was it Hard to...
Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill.
Time to... I don't fucking...
Justice something? No.
You know, the one where...
Yeah, he goes to Jamaica.
He goes to Jamaica.
Yeah, like they wrong him and he
Yes.
wants to get revenge for his dad. Yeah, right.
He's like, yeah, man, you going to die. Everybody die.
Every Steven Seagal movie ever? Yes.
Yeah, I'm like...
All right, let's do it.
But Steven Seagal was also in the time of Jean-Claude Van Damme, that same...
Yeah.
They
He
were
was
the guys
also a badass.
Let's do it.
who never had to kick. He was too lazy for that. He just moved his hands like this.
You learn a lot from television. For instance, without television, I would have no idea that Steven Seagal is out of his fucking mind. Or alive. I also didn't know that. He has a show. It's not a scripted show. It follows around the real Steven Seagal, and every episode begins with him looking in the camera and saying, I don't know if you knew this or not, but for the last 20 years, I've been a cop. And you're like, what did you just say? I thought you've been making shitty movies for the last 20 years. What are you talking about? You watch the show, he has the most unlikable quality in a human being, which is that he is an expert in everything. Literally, if a dog walks by, he's like, that's a Shih Tzu boxer hound mix right there. And they're like, how do you know that? He's like, I've been working with dogs for like 35 years. Then a helicopter flies by, and he's like, that's a HUB 106. And they're like, how do you know that? He's like, I've been flying helicopters for like 47 years. Then he does the thing, though, that everybody does who knows something about everything. Everybody has a friend, no matter what you're doing. They know the history of it all. They know every topic, every fucking fact. If you're eating dinner, they're like, you know, forks are from the Roman times, and they would sculpt them out of bark. And you're like, will you shut the fuck up and let me finish this, please? Seagal will do that, too, but you know he's making it up. He'll be like, you know, they also call that helicopter a skippy. And they're like, why? He goes, listen to it. Skip. That's bullshit. You made that shit up. Ah, seriously.
You made that shit
It just blows my mind. It really does. That everybody in this room, everybody has this real world possibility in their lives. All of us. We could go tonight, if we wanted to, tonight. You could go to Louisiana. You could start a fight in a bar. And there is a real world possibility that Steven Seagal will arrest you. Isn't that insane to you? I've lost sleep over this shit. I mean, that's crazy. That's literally like if you leave here and you roll through a stop sign and then Sylvester Stallone is like, hey, roll it down. And you're like, get the fuck out of here. You work here? He's like, it's my passion, yeah. Will you say Adrian or something? Nah. It's nuts. You have to watch this show. He panders to every group according to race, knowing full well there's a camera crew following him around. He doesn't give a shit. If you're white, he's like, how's it going? All right. And then to black people, he's like, what's up, cuz? And they're like, hey, what's up? I'm holding you down, so holler if you need something. Okay. And then to all Latino, Spanish-speaking people, he insists on speaking horrifically broken Spanish, even if they start the conversation in English. If they're like, hey, yeah, I called 911, thank you for coming. The thing is, he's like, hola. Mucho queso. He's like, I think my English is way better than your Spanish, man. And he's like, no, gracias. No. And then to all Asian people, he bows, regardless of where he meets them. If you're Asian and you cross Steven Seagal's path, he's like, and you sit and they go, hey, I was born here, you dick. Like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, sorry, I've been doing martial arts for like 85 years. He trains other cops in hand-to-hand combat. I think that's infuriating for those cops. It's not like we're hanging out. We're like, hey, man, do you want to do like a couple shots and then go down the street? Steven Seagal is teaching people how to throw punches. And we're like, okay. No. It's you're a cop and you show up at work and they're like, we're going to go over hand-to-hand combat today so you can protect yourself if you're in a really dangerous situation. You're like, oh, cool. Who'd you bring in to teach us? Like some Navy SEALs or Green Berets? And they go, no. We brought in Steven Seagal. And you're like, are we shooting a fucking movie this week or something? Like, okay, I'll pass because that's ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of that. That's literally like if you're like at NASA and they're like, all right, future astronauts, we're going to go over space exploration. And to get us started, why don't you welcome Captain Kirk? Come on out, man. And you're like, is he qualified to do this? And they're like, oh, you've seen him do all that shit. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, man. He's been up there. They show him teaching people how to fight. It's horrible. He's bloated now. He doesn't have the same range of motion. He's like, everybody line up. If somebody throws a punch, you can block it like that. And then you can kick him in the throat like that. Are you kicking a child in the throat right now? Some people's throats are down there. I like Havarti cheese the most. What's your favorite?
Yo.
Oh, man. Good old.
Steven Seagal.
Bro,
That's a good one.
did you know about that?
What?
Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
You knew about
Yeah,
it?
I
About the show? Yeah.
I never watched it though.
That was all right.
Yo, you watched a couple episodes?
No. I'm saying the
Oh, no,
comedy
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
That was good. That was all right. That was good.
Oh, you weren't happy with that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's, I don't know. Maybe I just
nice.
Maybe I just took that a little personal.
What? I'm like, nah, it was good.
I'm like,
good.
What, you don't like Steven Seagal?
no, I love Steven Seagal. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying you like him too much?
First of all, he doesn't make shitty movies. Okay, his movies are fantastic.
stop it.
I love his movies.
they're TNT classics now. Like the
Yeah,
ones
they're
you watch at 2 in the morning.
They're
when you have-
straight entertainment. That's all they are.
This makes me happy that he's
No way.
offended. And he's
I love
unfriending
it.
Tom Segura.
I love it. No. I'm not saying anything bad about Tom Segura. I thought it was funny.
Yo,
It's just it wasn't that funny.
He
It's
has
not
a
Bill Burr
movie
funny.
On demand,
You know?
and I couldn't even get to it. Steven Seagal has a movie on demand. I turned it on. I was watching. I couldn't even get to it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
because
saying
it's
every Steven
terrible.
Seagal movie is great. I'm saying that there are great ones.
I feel like
You know what he
Jesse's...
did great? You know what
And
the
you know
great
what?
one
And
is?
just in defense of Steven Seagal, he actually knows hand-to-hand combat, Tom Segura. So he is certainly qualified to
say-
teach it in
he did-
a local Louisiana
I
academy.
hope you get lit
No,
up
but he said
on
he-
the comment section
He
for
said
this,
he's
this
bloated.
outburst.
What?
He said he's bloated. Steven Seagal.
He is.
So
He
can't do
is.
it.
He's huge.
This
And
is-
guess what? He could probably still kick the shit out of all of us with a bath towel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Maybe. I mean, Under Siege was great.
does he still have his ponytail?
I'll allow this.
Because
I'm sure.
that's the essence of his power. You know that.
No way.
You know that.
All right, Samson.
All right. Well,
Cut the hair.
oh, God. What?
No, that shit was funny though.
We
Especially, I've been flying helicopters for 47 years. That part is great because we all know people like that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They call it a skippy.
you know, yeah, you hear like that's just funny. That's just funny. I'm not knocking on it. This shit was funny. I took it personal. I love Steven Seagal.
We apologize to
Under Siege is better.
Jesse for...
By the way, Under Siege had mad stars. Tommy Lee Jones.
Under Siege was a great movie.
The shit.
I know, but like the bad
You know
guys.
what one was
remember
even
the villains?
better?
And even the girl.
You know
was
what
a
one's
hot
even
at that
better,
time.
Gene? Under Siege 2.
Is that the one on the train?
Yeah, that's the one on the
Maurice
train.
Chestnut. That's when we
That
first.
one's fire.
I'm like, who's this black guy? And then look. he
And
became
Hard
a
to
star.
Kill, like, literally
No, he
got
became
me
a
through
star.
my childhood. You know, he goes back to the house after he wakes up from the coma. He punches the hole through the wall where
Yeah,
the old
bro.
freezer was, and he takes his shit out.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking movie is great.
Under Siege is the best.
Under Siege is great.
Drawing a blank on all the. I've watched all these movies countless times, and I'm drawing a blank on like all of them. Like this one movie about justice. What the fuck are they called? Damn it.
Marked for Death.
Mark for Death was
that's
the
a great one.
Jamaican one. That was the Jamaican one.
Yeah, that's right. That was the
Marked for
Jamaican
Death,
one.
yeah.
That's all I really cared about remembering.
You gonna die.
That was my favorite one.
Oh my god.
That was
I
my
loved
favorite
it.
one.
I loved Steven Seagal. That was like my, when you're sick at home movies. You know what I mean? You're sick at school and you're all right because they're on TNT.
Hell yeah.
He's like in the Van Damme zone. Those Van Damme movies.
Oh, Universal Soldier. It's a great movie.
Stop it.
Yeah.
What?
Bloodsport's his best movie.
Yeah, I'm not debating that, but you didn't like Universal Soldier? Him and Dolph Lundgren?
It was okay. I don't think it was
Dolph
a great movie.
Lundgren
He's
is a
bad
bitch.
The
actor.
movie was great.
He went
movie
to.
was great.
He was the worst Punisher ever. Worst movie ever. Save the
Who?
Children. He was the
Dolph
first to Save the Children. Yeah.
He was also the original He-Man.
Yes, he was.
Horrible movie
Talk about a
again.
terrible movie.
Why was that a horrible movie?
What?
He-Man was good to you.
He came to Earth and like.
At the time when I was, 8 years old, when it came out, yeah, that was a great movie when I was 8.
I grew up with He-Man and I'm like,
Maybe.
this movie.
It's like you're gonna say Dark Crystal wasn't good because it was shitty graphics back then.
It
It
had
came
nothing
out
to
in
do
the
with graphics.
80s.
Had nothing to do with graphics.
No, it's just the whole story.
Nothing. How
Everything
dare you.
sucked. Everything sucked about that movie.
I digress. Thank you for watching Offended Unfriended Reacts.
Subscribe and like.
And like
I
and
hate these
subscribe.
guys.
And everyone tell Jesse how sorry you are for him feeling
Check out the
bad about
podcast.
Steven
Check out the
Seagal.
podcast.
What do you mean? I tell you what, everyone go watch a Steven Seagal movie this week.
For
And then
Jesse.
and then we'll relive this.
For Jesse.
Can you imagine? No.